Today we have Lakeisha, who has been, is this your second round of challenges?
Yes, number 2.
Okay. Yes. So I'm really excited because challenge number one, like you hit a major health goal that was pretty awesome. So why don't you tell us about that?
Yes. So coming into the first challenge in February, I kind of started on my own just a little bit a week before, doing some research, which is how I found you, of course, and decided to join the challenge. So it was right on time. And prior to the challenge, the biggest thing I was struggling with was my blood pressure and trying to get that down since last year. And so I didn't really check my blood pressure during the challenge. It was closer to the end of the challenge that I checked it, since prior to the challenge. And I was amazed at it being back to, I want to say, mostly normal, especially that top number.
Hmm.
And just to give you a little bit of history, all of last year, for the most part, my blood pressure was 140s over like 90s, high 90s, right? High 140s over high 90s. And my doctor was saying, okay, yeah, we got to get this down. She didn't prescribe medication at the time. And I was like, okay, by the next time I see her, I do not want her to prescribe me any medication. So I'm like, what can I do to get my blood pressure down naturally? And of course, I went online, like we all do, and trying to figure this out. Drink celery juice or reduce salt. I even went to no salt, like no added salt, trying to do all of that. And did you know that by the end of the year, my blood pressure was higher?
Oh my God.
I was like, what the heck am I doing?
Did you ask your doctor? I mean, if there were natural ways to lower your blood pressure?
No, the main thing at the time she told me, in addition to weight and blood pressure, was to just lose weight, is what she told me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
of course I know that part, but I was like, okay, how long does that take in terms of blood pressure versus losing weight? Like, how does that work? Now, I've never had high blood pressure before in my life, so I was a little concerned, much more than a little.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, and then after
So,
that
mhm.
first challenge, February 1st to February what, 21st or what have you? Oh my
Mhm.
God, 120s over, okay, mid 80s. I will accept that.
Wow, brava, that is amazing.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
excited.
And what's interesting is what you were just saying, that the doctor was telling you, the natural way to control blood pressure is to lose weight.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, over that same time period, how much weight did you lose, or did you?
No, so I was doing a lot of experimentation. I
Mhm.
experimented a little bit with keto. I started going down the rabbit hole of keto treats, trying to replace sugar, right? That didn't work. When I say didn't work, it means because I didn't care for those types of things. I've tried them all. I do
Mhm.
not like them at all. I was like, just give me my real sugar. So that's what I did. And so, no, I didn't lose much of anything last year, maybe a few pounds here and there, but nothing to brag about. Um, because I guess I wasn't in the right mindset too. I mean, that's probably a whole nother conversation, but we all know that we need to be in the right frame of mind to do these things, not just quick fixes. I'm trying to drink celery juice every day. That's, even if it did work, it would be a quick fix, right? Like, it's not
Right. I
really.
can't see drinking celery juice for the next 40 years. And how do
Oh my
you
God,
you
it
have
was
to make it?
disgusting.
So you have to have your juicer on the counter and have your celery. Oh God, yeah. That's
It
not a
was
long-term
disgusting.
solution. Yeah.
I'm trying to put lemon in it and make it taste better. Oh no, it was horrible.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, but so what I thought, but what I'm thinking is interesting is that, often the doctors will tell us, to control your diabetes, to control your high blood pressure, lose weight. But
Mhm.
in fact, when we start on a carnivore diet and even on a keto diet, a lot of these things start to reverse even before you've lost any weight. So like that, so being told that by the doctor isn't, it's not even actually accurate. So I guess what I'm asking is, like, when you started the carnivore, and I mean, I know you lost weight in that first challenge, but it, for the level of health benefits that you saw, I was rather surprised. You don't expect quite this big an impact without that much weight loss. So what do you think?
Oh, It was huge. And really, I think the first challenge I only lost, well, I won't say only, but maybe 7 pounds or so. Yeah, it wasn't like a huge number or anything, which I don't know if I was expecting that anyway. I didn't know anything about it. I just wanted to dive into it open-minded to see what happens. And so I didn't expect blood pressure to come down at all anyway. I mean, I tested every week. And so I said, let me just do the challenge. I'm not even going to test. So I didn't test until almost the end. And that's when I was like blown away. And looking at, other people who are testing during their challenge, like you said, immediate results almost, depending on where they started from, immediate results. I was totally shocked. Like 3 weeks, that's it.
Yeah. And so I hate to think of all the medication that you took and all the time that, went into this, and that people, other people spend, years taking medication that's like, they didn't have to do it.
And all that nasty celery juice.
Yeah. Yeah. And all of the other things. Yeah. Fantastic. So, so you've been doing carnivore since basically a week. So like the last week of January 2022. So, and it is now early March of 2022. So that is not a long time yet. Those are big benefits. Any other benefits that you've seen since you started?
Absolutely. The biggest thing was that, which again, that was what I'm most excited about. Since then, several inches overall off the body, 3 on the waist, which I'm highly excited about. Let's see, I don't weigh that often, me and the scale are, fair weather friends here. But I've been doing strength training as well just recently. I did not do strength training at all in the first, during the first challenge. I was mostly just doing cardio, getting my steps in for the day. Because I am one of those people who have to do one thing at a time. I don't want to do too much at once. And so I was like, okay, let's just start there. Let's get consistent. And now in March, I have started to do, along with carnivore, started to do more weight training. And I just feel awesome. I feel great. It's
Excellent.
been so simple.
Nice. So what's your favorite part of the diet itself?
I can eat beef every day. Give me the beef, baby. Which literally I do every day. I'm eating some form of beef, mostly ground beef or something. My beef bowls. That's my favorite. That is my favorite. I have started to experiment a little bit with, different combinations of things. I didn't do much fish at all the last challenge, so I want to add in some fish this time. See how that coincides with everything for me. But yeah, it's been really, really simple, which I need and love and thrive on simplicity. So thank you.
I am so glad. I know. I hate to see people really struggling with like complicated menus, complicated meal plans, complicated recipes on top of like a full-time job and, family and other commitments. And it's like, oh, that's a lot of time spent on, on this stuff. Yeah.
And then we get into, again, mindset, right? If I have to continuously think about what I'm eating, I'm always continuously thinking about food. And then I'm always continuously thinking about my relationship with food and how it's affecting me. So it's just this downward spiral, I think sometimes we can get ourselves into when we make things too complicated. So this has been grocery shopping, completely so simple. Walk the perimeter, get my items, I'm out the store. I'm not up and down aisles trying to figure out this and that, unless I need some little condiments here and there. But other than that, oh my gosh, when I go into the grocery store, I'm literally on the perimeter and to the checkout lane, in and out. And it's just awesome. I really appreciate finding the community and finding this way of eating. It has been great. Now, eventually, will I add in a couple of other things here and there? Possibly. Right now, I'm good. I am feeling good. I am loving it all. It's just great.
Yeah. That's great. And that's exactly how you should do it. You don't have to plan for what you'll do next, figure out a label, a name for it. Just do what feels good. And when it's time to make an adjustment, you'll know because you won't feel as good and then you'll make the change. So This is great. I love the way that you're approaching this. And I think
Mhm.
that, I'm really excited to see all the benefits that you accrue, because I think that this is really like a great match in terms of like, program and diet and everything with you and your lifestyle and with your needs. So I'm
Oh,
I'm really
absolutely.
excited.
I am
So
too.
what would you tell anybody else who's like on the fence about whether to try this, but who's, struggling with high blood pressure or perhaps, pre-diabetes and so on?
Start with the first meal. When I started January 24th, because I just looked at the calendar 1 week prior to February 1st, starting this challenge, I just went and got some wings. I didn't really make a huge plan. I didn't say what I was going to eat 7 days from now. I just said, okay, let's just get some wings without having a salad with it, without having to have all these other things with it and sides. Let's just get some wings. Let me have enough so I can be full, more than I normally would eat. And once I did that day, I think I had wings and maybe Polish sausage or something that day. And then the next day, I was like, oh, okay, what can I have today? And so just take it one day at a time and just see how you're feeling. Do your research, of course. Everybody reacts to different things differently because we don't really understand our bodies a lot. We do so much to it that we really have to relearn our bodies, right? And so I would just say take your time, one day at a
Mhm.
time, and just get started with the first meal. Have your meat meal.
Well, perfect. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for sharing your experience and your thoughts. And I really hope that this helps, any of you who are watching.
Mhm.
I hope this helps you to figure out, how you want to go forward, how you want to, continue on your health journey, and what you want that to look like. So thanks a lot, everyone. Thank you. And thank you, Lakeisha, for sharing.
Thank you, darling.